Hey everybody, Tony here, Psyched on Baseball Cards. Today I'm going to show some more pickups for my 65 set. And I got 5 cards and bios, and one of the bios is pretty cool. And hope everybody's had a great week and is looking forward to the weekend. And let me turn this around and show you what I picked up. Okay, first up we have Burke. Leo played 7 seasons from 1958 through 65 for the Angels, Baltimore, and his last 3 were with the Cubs. Also, he played with the Cardinals too. In 65, which was his last season, he only had 10 at-bats and 2 hits. He was a utility infielder and was a career .239 hitter with 9 home runs and 45 RBI. And then next up we have Bob Meyer. Got a little Mickey in the background there. You can't see it, but it's a 2012 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 10, and it's an air third base listed twice. It's on the back of the card, listed as third baseman twice. Okay, so Bob Meyer played 3 seasons with 4 different teams: the Yankees, the Angels, the Brewers. I don't think they were the Brewers back then; they were the Braves, and Kansas City Athletics. He did not play in 65. His first strikeout was Carl Yastrzemski. In September of 64, pitching for the A's against Baltimore's Frank Bertania. Each pitcher pitched a complete game 1 hitter. Baltimore won the game 1-0, scoring their run in the bottom of the 8th on a sacrifice fly. He was a career 2-12 with a 4.38 ERA and 92 strikeouts. Next up, we have Roland Sheldon. Roland had 5 seasons with 3 teams: the Yankees 4 seasons, Kansas City, and Boston. In 1960, his first year in the minors, he was 15-1. All 15 wins were complete games. The following year, he made the cut out of spring training, and in July pitched consecutive complete game shutouts. He finished the season 11-5 with a 3.60 ERA, 84 strikeouts. In 62, he was 7-8 with a 5.49 ERA and 54 strikeouts. He did not pitch in the 61 or 62 World Series for the Yankees and spent 63 in the minors. He was brought back up in June of 64, went 5-2 with a 3.60 ERA, threw 3 complete game victories, and pitched 2 2/3 innings in relief in games 1 and 7 of the World Series. He didn't give up any hits or any runs. In 65, he had 3 relief appearances, and then in May he was traded to the Kansas City A's. For the 65 season, he was 10-8 with 3.87 ERA, 112 strikeouts. He was a career 38-36 with a 4.09 ERA and 371 strikeouts. Joe Christopher with the Mets. Joe pitched 8 seasons from 59 through 66. He had 3 in Pittsburgh, 4 with the Mets, and 1 with Boston. In 65, he hit .249 with 4 home runs and 40 RBI. In his major league debut, May 29th, 1959, he filled in for the injured Roberto Clemente, and it also happened to be Harvey Haddock's near-perfect game. He pitched 12 innings of perfection, only to lose it and the game in the 13th inning. He was with the Mets. He was the Mets' fifth pick in the '61 expansion draft. His best season was 1964 when he hit 300 with 16 homers, 76 RBI, 78 runs scored. He had 26 doubles and 8 triples. All were career highs. He was the career 260 hitter, had 29 home runs, 173 RBI, 29 stolen bases, and a .979 fielding percentage. Okay, and next up we have Bob Blass. Shout out to Bob Lewis. You're going to like this one. Should like the bio on this guy, Bob. He played 10 seasons, all with the Pirates, from 1964 through 74. He did not play in 1965, though. He was signed right out of high school to a minor league contract for $4,000 in 1960 by his high school coach, who was also a scout for the Pirates. He was brought up from AAA in '64 and stated he was so excited he drove all the way to Forbes Field from Ohio. When he arrived at the ballpark, there was no game scheduled that day, and he talked to an attendant who let him into the locker room, and he put on his uniform. He said he just had to see what it looked like. In '68, he became the ace of the Pirates staff, going 18-6 with a 2.12 ERA and 7 shutouts. In '71, he was 15-8 with a 2.85 ERA, had 5 shutouts, and beat Baltimore twice in the '71 World Series, giving up only 7 hits and 2 runs in 18 innings for a 1 ERA. In '72, he was 19-8 with a 2.49 ERA and finished second in the Cy Young to Steve Carlton. Then in '73, everything fell apart for him. He started to have control problems. He was 3-9 in '72 with a 9.85 ERA in 82 2/3 innings. He hit 12 batters and walked 84. In the '74 spring training, he pitched 14 innings, walked 25, and only pitched 5 innings in April, walking 7 and giving up 8 runs. 3 of them were unearned, and he was sent to the minors, where he walked 103 batters in 61 innings and never made it back to the majors. His loss of control was called the Steve Blass disease by writer Roger Engel in an article in the New Yorker magazine. The terminology has been used to describe talented players who suddenly and permanently lose their ability to throw a baseball accurately. Notable victims of the Steve Blass disease are Rick Ankel, Mark Wallers, Dontrell Willis, Ricky Romero, and Daniel Bard. It is sometimes referred to as the Steve Sachs syndrome for fielders. In '83, he was hired by a local Pittsburgh cable company to do color commentary on the Pirates games. And in '86, he was hired by the Pirates flagship station to be part of the broadcast team, where he remained until the end of the 2019 season. He was a career 103 in '76, had a 3.63 ERA, and 896 strikeouts, a 1.349 WHIP, and a 7.5 WAR. All right, so there you have it, Steve Blass. Oh, also I forgot to show, I picked up a couple of cards for my Henderson PC. I have a Ricky Diamond Greats die cut. This is a foil. Kind of hard to get the colors shining through where I have my camera. But trust me, it's a foil. It looks great when the sunlight hits it. And then picked up a Ricky Henderson Welcome to the Show. Both of these cards are from this year, Topps 2022. And those will go right into my PC. That's it for sure this time. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and until next time, take care and peace out.